Porque yo soy una persona que no tuvo estudios. A la edad de 8 años he trabajado yo. Con mis hijas muy corajudo, con mi esposa también. Mi hija más grande me tenía miedo. A mi esposa le gritaba mucho. En el trabajo era también muy corajudo. Antes a mis niñas se le caía por recibir el vaso de leche y les pegaba sus nalgadas. Ahora con el cambio se voltea la leche y le ayudo a levantarlo y le digo que nomás no trate de hacer mejor. Y me enseñaron cómo tratar a las personas. Y mi esposa me quiere más todavía. O sea, ha sido un cambio muy, muy bueno para mí. Y ahora me siento otra persona, buena. Y les doy muchas gracias. En mi vida hizo que cambiara todo completamente. Muy buen programa.
Santa Ana is the neediest community in Orange County, and the significant thing about Orange County is you have extreme wealth located within just miles of extreme poverty. Housing in Southern California is so expensive. You can have a 900 square foot apartment that rents for $1,200 to $1,500, and so you will have 3 families that will be living in that apartment. As we did the research, there were 90 active gangs in this community. This is the youngest community in the country. There are more youth in this community per capita than there is anywhere else in the country. And so the fact that we could change the attitude and change the lives of the youth of this city means a change for the future of this city.
Mike Haley is one that had contacted me, and so he just started talking to me about, so you really believe in the family? I go, absolutely. You know, I think it's really critical that we give parents the tools so they can be supportive of their children. It's the cornerstone for our children being successful, not only academically, just being able to manage life with everything that's thrown, especially at our kids. There's a lot of challenges they face. These are behaviors that are prevalent in this community. Alcohol abuse, drug abuse, gangs, sexual activity. We have a high rate of young girls, 13 and 14, pregnant. There are individuals that are looking for kids that are 12 and 13 and 14 because they want to bring them into the gangs. Most of the time, a student that is involved in gangs is looking for a replacement of the family they don't have. They're going to look for someone else who will give them value, who will make them feel significant. It could be a boyfriend, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be a gang. They're substitutes for what they're really looking for, which is really love and acceptance.
Eleanor is a strong believer in children and the power of family. So we asked her if she would be willing to help us pilot a program in her district.
I called 6 principals that I know are really believers of families and parents, and we all came to the same conclusion. Our parent leaders were not ready to do any kind of marriage training for other parents. When we looked at the data and what the data tells us, we knew that it was needed in this community.
It was determined that there were 40 developmental assets that a child needs in their life in order to become productive and healthy, responsible adults. The list that we created and the curriculum that we created for these parents gave them an idea of what's needed for a child to succeed.
If those assets aren't built, you're not resilient. And so the first negative pressure that's thrown at you as a child, as an adolescent, you might be inclined to give in to them because you don't know who you are, you don't know that you have value, you don't know that you have a purpose, you don't know all of those great things that you need to be successful.
The assets that we talk about in the curriculum are able to change family dynamics, they're able to change the environment that a child's raised in, and it's just able to give that child a leg up in growing up healthy and responsible and able to thrive.
I've always really cared about our parents because I know a lot of our parents really care about their children, and some of them just don't have any type of background to know what to do. How can I help my child? You know, it's about how do you make good choices? How do we help our students make good choices? How do we help parents help their children make good choices?
When we talk about educating families and helping families better serve their children in the city, it's a great place to work. It gives them skills that many of these immigrant families don't have. It's bringing a transformation that we have never seen in the home. And that's where we need to go. We need to go into those homes and bring values and bring training that will not only bring success to children, but success to parents and impact and not only that home, but the surrounding community. So there's a dynamic developing that is incredible.
Hice el programa porque yo vengo de un problema de violencia doméstica. Violencia, pues golpes físicos, mentalmente. Pues porque me decían, pues tú no sabes nada, tú nunca vas a salir adelante con tus hijos, y yo eso era lo que tenía miedo. Es que yo sola, ¿cómo iba a sacar adelante a mis hijos? O sea, yo sola no iba a poder. Pero esto me ha ayudado mucho porque sé que sí se puede, una madre sola puede sacar adelante a sus hijos. Las clases le ayudan a uno mucho a madurar como persona y como madre, y que era lo que yo antes no tenía, era esa madurez. Pues ha cambiado en tener más paciencia, en no, pues, o sea, no alterarme, o sea, no estarles gritando a mis hijos, simplemente escucharlos, que me escuchen y escucharlos. Y quiero ser como dice mi niño, una mamá buena, porque antes era una mamá mala y yo ahora soy una mamá buena.
You know, I think it's critical. It's really critical that we give parents the tools so they can be supportive of their children. Our families matter because families make all the difference.